If you, as a man, want to have any chance of building a meaningful relationship, then your purpose must always come first. I'll tell you a little story. When I first met my girlfriend and we were dating, I told her one day, I sat her down and I told her straight to the face, I am always going to put my purpose above you. No ifs, buts, or maybes. And at first, she thought this was a way to tell her that she was unimportant or that I would abandon her. And so she got a little bit sad and she started asking me why. And I told her, if I don't put my purpose first and I put you first, I'm going to become unhappy with myself because nor you nor anything else is going to fulfill me more than my purpose. And if I don't put that first, then I will feel a hole. And from this hole, if I can't love myself and if I can't feel happy with myself, then how will I ever be able to love you? And then she understood. And it's something that many young men don't understand. They get in their first relationship, and so they go head over heels over the girl, and they start falling deeply in love, and there's nothing wrong with that. But then they start prioritizing her. They start putting her on a pedestal. And 6 months later, they wonder why she doesn't respect them, and she left. And it's because of the dynamics of a relationship. If you are especially a masculine man and you are with a feminine woman, then your purpose is always going to be related to freedom. Your family, your children, your girlfriend, they'll fulfill you to a certain extent, but none will fulfill you as much as your purpose. And a man's purpose tends to be freedom of some sort of way. That's why we like boxing matches, because you're fighting for freedom. You're fighting to not get hit. You're fighting to win. That's why we like football, because you're fighting to get to the end line and free yourself from the defenders. It's why we like movies where the man has to escape and battle and conquer in order to make himself free. And a woman's purpose, at least a woman who's connected to her femininity, it tends to be surrounding love. So a large part of her purpose might be your relationship, and that's completely fine. And so she's always going to be more into your relationship than you are. And a lot of people nowadays think that, no, if the woman's more into the relationship than the man is, then that's unfair, and then the man doesn't love her. It's not true at all. It's healthy. A woman should be more into the relationship than the man is, because the man's job is not to be super head over heels into the relationship, it's to lead the relationship to something that can be sustainable. And for that, you need to have a connection to your purpose. Because if it's your woman's job to make sure that the relationship flourishes, for the most part, then who's going to take care of leading you guys to success, to freedom? It's not going to be her. She can't take care of everything. So you have to take some responsibility. And so if you have a lack of clarity on your purpose, and therefore you're just trying to, I don't know, love your girl even more so she doesn't realize that in reality you're a loser who doesn't have any clarity of where he wants to be, she's just going to pick up on that. And what's going to happen is subconsciously, she's going to start trusting you less and less. Why wouldn't she? Because how are you going to trust somebody who doesn't even know where they're going? How are you going to trust them to lead you to where they're going? And so subconsciously, she'll start becoming more defensive because she doesn't trust you. She knows she can't trust you with her well-being. And so she'll start displaying more masculine traits. She'll start trying to do her own way more often. And then if you're a very pushover type of man, then you'll start going into the feminine role. You'll start letting her lead, and you'll start being more into the relationship. And so the roles completely flip, and both of you are not communicating and extremely, extremely unhappy with the relationship because you both know that you don't want to be in this relationship dynamic. She wanted to be feminine, and now she's masculine because of your lack of guidance. And you want to be masculine, and now you're feminine because of your lack of courage. So, another option, for example, is that you two butt heads because you still want to maintain your masculine composure, and you guys end up falling apart. And you don't want that to happen, obviously, because, again, the point of a relationship is to build something meaningful and long-lasting. So what do? You find at least a glimmer, a hint of your purpose, of what you want to dedicate your life to, at least for the time being. And you constantly pursue that, and you have to communicate it with her. You have to let her know, this is my purpose. I want to do this. You're either with me on the boat or you're without me on the boat. There is no in between. And I say this because I love you and because I want you here. But at the same time, I know that if you don't support me on this, I'm going to get some repressed anger and emotions towards you, and this relationship isn't going to work out. And you let her make the decision. Is she going to ride with you or is she going to leave? And either is completely fine, because if your purpose truly comes first and you are connected to it, then you are willing to lose everything in the name of it. This is what it takes to be a true man, is a true connection to your purpose, and knowing that from your purpose, you can give everything else. From your purpose, you can give your woman the love she deserves. From your purpose, you can give your children and your family and your loved ones the life they deserve. From your purpose, you can become the man you deserve. So, if you connect to this and you want to be able to find your purpose, and you want to surround yourself with like-minded men who are also trying to expand and improve, and they're young, pause, join the free Discord community down below. I created it. You'll be able to talk directly to me for free. You can ask me advice on anything you want. Promise I'll respond. Take care.